have a twofer in the show. So this is your 3 3/4 quart saucepan with your 9.5-inch skillet for $299.98. Your 5 pays $60. It's K99453. And look at all the gorgeous colors here. So cerise, and yep, again, if you got the today's special value, you might want to pick this up. So that's the cerise. Next is that beautiful mauve pink. You know that's exclusive to us here at Q. Flame, that gorgeous orange. Then we have the Marseille, beautiful. And lastly, the sea salt. Okay, Chef Nate, why do we need a really good saucepan and like a really good skillet that we use all the time? Because for me, with the size of these two, these would be the ones I would like use all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
And so first of all, you're getting a 9.5-inch skillet, you're getting the 3 3/4 quart saucepan.
Yeah.
And you're getting the fact that they work together because the skillet fits on top of the saucepan as the lid.
Nice.
So the number one thing you're getting is multifunction, versatility, and space saving. But look at what you're also getting. You're getting the same quality cast iron in all of our cookware. So we're searing just 2 pork chops here. Beautiful color on these. You can see golden, crispy fat around the edges. One thing to note, this skillet has the sand enamel interior, as opposed to some of our other skillets that have black enamel, which isn't raw cast iron, but this is just the same sand enamel that you're used to on the interior of our Dutch ovens, which is a little bit easier to use for everyday use.
Yeah.
And I'm cooking this in the lid. What other cookware are you making pork chops like this in the lid of your cookware?
I love it.
Not very many. So beautiful searing on there. I'm just gonna add some apples to the bottom of it, a little bit of onions. Thank you. And then I am gonna take this wine, and the same thing that we did in those Dutch ovens is gonna happen right here in the skillet. We're just gonna deglaze it, and we're gonna make a little pan sauce right in the bottom. You see it's already simmering. It's already coming up. All of that beautiful fond is releasing from the bottom there. And I'm gonna hit that with some butter, and you're gonna have cooked pork chops with a pan sauce done in maybe 15 minutes from start to finish, right on your stovetop in the lid of your cookware. I've got mashed potatoes here that we smashed right in this. We just cooked them in some water and some butter, ran some cream through them and smashed them here. You could do rice, you could do risotto, any other starch in the bottom of this, and you've got your protein in the lid, your starch in the bottom, everything you need for one meal done in the lid and the base of this vessel. I love it so much.
I do too. I feel like this also, maybe you have a smaller, you know, family, it's just you and your honey.
Yeah.
And you just want this because it's a little bit smaller. Okay, grab it, because now, even that's a gang of mashed potatoes, first of all.
3 3/4 quarts is a lot of space.
You are still able to have a little bit of leftovers, right? If you don't want to necessarily cook it in like a bigger vessel. So I love the fact that the size on this, it's really nice.
It is nice, and like you said, it's space saving. So let's say that you already have some Le Creuset cookware, but you have a camper or a second home or a kid in college that doesn't have a lot of space but needs a few things. This is gonna store as one vessel, and you're gonna get everything that we get out of the amazing cast iron in a lid and a base. Here's something else I love about doing with it too. We've done everyday things, but if this is your only piece of cast iron, you can still braise short ribs in this the same way that you would in a Dutch oven with some added benefits. Because typically, you're browning your meat, you're taking it out, you're browning your vegetables, then you're putting them back together. But because the lid also allows you to cook in here, I've got my mirepoix already cooking in the lid while my short ribs are searing here. So you don't have to take them out in batches. And again, what we do is we just come right over the top. You can see all of the beautiful fond in the bottom of that. Heat retention of cast iron, beautiful color on your meat. If you have thinner metal, thinner materials, you're not gonna get that beautiful flavor. You're gonna get gray, you're gonna get steamed, and you're not gonna get all of the beautiful bits on the bottom of the pan.
You know what I like about the skillet too? I just think about every day like bacon and eggs, right? Just start off for breakfast, bacon and eggs. And let me tell you why. I feel like we use the same skillet to cook bacon and eggs. At least my husband does. He goes to the same skillet over and over again to cook his bacon and eggs every single morning. And so imagine if you were using some sort of, let's say, you know, a non-stick skillet. The life of that is gonna wear off eventually. With this, it's heirloom quality cookware. It's going to look like this.
So easily
over
just
and over
slides
and over
right
and over
out
again. Look at that.
with a lifetime warranty enamel, and then the skillet goes right on top as the lid. Locks it in, flavor locks in. You've got the tab handle on one side, you've got the 2 stick handles that come together on the other side to seal it all together. All of that is going to be sealed in there. Oven safe, broiler safe, just like any of our other Dutch ovens, but because we have the flat top here on the lid and the stick handle, you can pull them apart and use them separately.
It's so good, right? It's so good. That skillet is my favorite thing. I love the size of the saucepan as well, because I feel like for those of us who are looking for something just a little smaller capacity, it's perfect because it's not so small.
Right.
You know what I mean? To me, it's definitely more of a medium-sized pan. It's not a small
9.5 inches is definitely a medium-sized skillet. You can do a full omelet in here. You could do frittatas in here. Of course, you talked about the breakfast hash. Corned beef hash is one of my favorite things to eat for breakfast.
We had short rib hash this morning.
Oh, come on.
We did.
You could do pork shoulder. All of the leftover meats that you're cooking in your Dutch oven would make amazing hash. And then you use the skillet to cook your eggs while you heat up the rest of your leftovers in there. I'm just going to let this pan sauce reduce a little bit more in here. We're going to pour it over the pork chops. But let's come over here and look at some other things as well.
We got some other good stuff going over here.
So,
don't wait. Let me go through the colors really fast. So there are 5 that you can shop for. So here it is in the beautiful cerise. So if you love that fiery pop of red, grab that. Next is the mauve pink. Nicole, come on now. I think that has your name on it. Just saying. Then we have the flame. You can also pick it up in that beautiful Marseille. And then lastly, the sea salt. This one is such a nice duo. And it's so rare too that they have these little duos like this. So I would say pick this up. It goes perfectly back, obviously, with any other Le Creuset pieces that you have, but maybe this is it for you. And you're getting 2 pieces. I love that. Amazing
versatility. So many different things you can do. We've got a lovely, colorful vegetable minestrone soup here. The thing about cast iron is, again, you put your pasta right in here. You can put your bulgur, your farro, whatever grains you're cooking down into your soup, just stir them in, and the gentle heat of the cast iron is gonna cook and plump them without them falling to the bottom and scorching and burning on the bottom. You don't have to constantly come back and stir it.
Right.
Cast iron holds that ripping hot heat if you want to sear, but it also holds gentle heat if you're just cooking grains or something else.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then, of course, oven safe. So the skillet can be used as an open casserole dish too. Let's say you're doing those short ribs, you're doing the braised meat in the 3 3/4 quart base. You want something very French to go with it. Look at this potato gratin.
Stop it.
So nice and crispy,
it.
and it just peels right off of the side. Look at how everything is coming off of that enamel. Nothing is sticking to it. And again, this is not a sprayed on nonstick coating. This is enamel that is fused to the vessel, multiple coatings, multiple firings in oven, and our proprietary sand enamel that we've been doing since 100 years. Look at the bottom of this.
Clean.
This is baked on clean. You don't need to scrub any of this.
Favorite.
This is just going to wipe off. Oh, it's my favorite part.
That's my favorite cheese.
It's my favorite part.
It's cheese. That's my favorite food group.
You and I think, would get along very well in the kitchen. That's one of my favorite things as well.
I mean, this is what we're talking about, ease in the kitchen. We want it to be easy for you. I'm a person who loves to cook as well, but if you don't have the right tools, it makes it so much harder. And I always think about, listen, I always didn't have the right tools, and I'm like, no wonder, right? It wasn't until I started to learn about how important cast iron was from my grandma.
Of course.
And then enamel coated cast iron is even better because you don't have to worry about the seasoning like my grandma used to have to do and put that thing in the oven and let it cook and all of that. You don't have to worry about it. So look at that. I mean, just easy how it comes out. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's go through the colors again.
Right.
Cerise, that beautiful mauve pink, exclusive to us here at Q. Flame, Marseille, and sea salt. You're saving $150 off that QVC price. What a savings. Grab this little 2-piece. It's K99453. So we have one more presentation of our TSV coming up in the 10 o'clock hour. But if you happen to have the white in your cart or that room, grab a couple of dozen and then it's gonna be out of here. Thank you so much, Nate. So I'm not going anywhere. I have 2 hours of Denim & Company coming up. So if you've been wondering about my outfit, we're gonna be talking about it. I'll see you soon.